Hey everyone, it's a little bit late, but here are my VTuber related goods haul from my trip to Winter Comiket 2024, which is also known as C105. So I did do a video on the Summer Comiket of 2024, but unfortunately this time around I wasn't able to get the early ticket, so I went in with the morning ticket, which means like the haul this time is a lot smaller. Ideally I want like the early ticket, but I wasn't able to win the lottery, but I guess on the upside it saves me money. And it's just because like the popular booths are usually sold out by the time I get there, or at least like the set goods. And also the line is like really long, so you have like, you're like taking more time to line up rather than just like with the early ticket you just like zoom through like the first like 4 shops. So just like last time, I will be showing one page from each of the books that I bought. And that's basically due to like, it's still a product that the creators themselves are selling, so you still want to respect them. And yeah, so showing the whole book is not really like, I guess like it's not the right thing to do. So yeah, I'll just show like one page just to give a sample, I guess. So without further ado, I will start off with like the big creators, which is the official character designers of Hololive. So first off, this is from Rinyu Sensei, and here we got a Lamy book. And she's the character designer for Lamy. So this was the first queue that I lined up for after getting into Comiket. So after lining up for like 4 or 5 hours just waiting, I got in, and then I still had to line up for like another hour just to get this book. And when I was lining up, they still have everything, but by the time I got to the front of the line, the set sold out, so I was only able to pick up this one book. And this book costed 1,000 yen. It's basically just like a lot of Lamy art that Rinyu Sensei made over the past year, I think. She didn't come in Summer Comiket, but yeah, there's just a really nice Lamy book if you're a fan of Lamy. Yeah, I just really like the, I guess like school outfit with Lamy. So next up I want to talk about Ayami Sensei, who is the character designer for Mail. And she said like last Comiket, Summer Comiket, that she won't be making any more mail books in the future, so that's it for that. But here I got like the, I guess like her own set. So this is her original character design. This is herself, I think. And I also got 5 shikishis here. There are like I think there are like 8 in total, and then 5 of them is like Hololive characters or Hololive talents. Yeah, there's also a chance that it will be signed by Ayami Sensei herself. Also, I bought her new set as well, and this is actually probably not gonna fit in the screen, but this is a, I guess like Hololive related set, so this book right here. So you may be wondering like what this giant thing is. And yeah, this is the standard book size. I think this is A4 size, and this is like the huge giant Pecora thing here. And this is actually a calendar. It's a swimsuit calendar. And this whole set only costed 1,500 yen, which is such a good deal. I originally didn't know like what the set was. I just like Ayami Sensei's art, so I bought it. And then I was like, what is this giant thing inside? Because it was folded up. And yeah, it turns out it's a calendar. I'll open it up in a little bit. Also, for those arriving first, we also get the usual Ayami Sensei's little character bags. So you got Choco Sensei here in her cheerleader uniform thing. Backside, I am not sure who this is, but maybe it's one of her original characters. Maybe it's Blue Archive. But yeah, this is first come first serve. I don't think it went out of stock, so yeah. I'm curious about the calendar, so let me just open this up first. I'm actually not quite sure where I can hang the calendar, but you know, it's a calendar, so when the year passes, there's no use for it, so might as well use it, right? So let me just start with the book. Of course, it's Mikomet with their cheerleading uniform. And this is, I guess, like a special novelty. It's just a Choco clear file. So one thing about Ayami Sensei is that she actually draws a lot of different Hololive members. And here we could see Fuamoko. I think the talents in this book is all like, they're all wearing cheerleading uniforms. So there's like Choco, there's like Noelle, there's Mikomet, I think there's like Marine, and there's like a bunch. So if you like, I guess like high quality art from an actual official character designer, I would highly recommend Ayami Sensei, because her art is actually really nice. So the calendar is not gonna fit properly, so I have to do it sideways. This plus the book, as well as the clear file for 1,500 yen is such a good deal. I'm not sure if you could get this anymore, but let me just show you a page. So since like a lot of my viewers are, I guess, like English based, here we got Gura. And basically every single page they have like 2 months, and then one of the Hololive members. Really high quality art, really big, and it's just different members in swimsuit. And I don't believe the art here is also part of the ones in the book. So yeah, basically more original art. Honestly, if you could get one, I would highly recommend getting one, but the problem is I'm not sure if she's still selling it online. It might be the like in-person only, but yeah, highly recommend it. So it's Pekora on the front cover, Choco, Suisei, I think Gura, Marin, and then Fubuki, and then there's Noel. So 6 members and 2 months each. So for the next Ayami book here, it's just her original book, and this is a 1,000 yen set. It's got a clear file as well as her book. And one thing to know about this book is it's actually super thick. Like, it's thicker than the other books, so I guess you'll get your value out of this. But yeah, this book's basically got a lot of her daughters, as well as like friends, quote-unquote friends. So you also got like Maid Mint, which I think she's a character designer for when she rebranded from, from her Nijisanji days. And yeah, here we got Rika. And if you know, you know. Basically, it's a certain vampire that was in Hololive. But yeah, she's still super adorable. I still really like Rika. Ayami Sensei is not the character designer for Rika. I'm pretty sure it's someone else, and then she did like a birthday art for her to celebrate, I guess. But yeah, check out Rika if you haven't. And lastly here, I got 5 Shikishis here. They're 500 yen each. And I guess like of the 8 choices, there are 5 Hololive members in here. And yeah, I'm not sure, but I think this one is signed. You can see like there's like rip mark. So I'm pretty sure she opened it and then signed it. And then that's why there's like this weird mark, but we'll save this for last. Hopefully it's a signed one, because it would be really exciting. Yeah, let me just start with this one. She always does these shikishi. It's just fun to, you know, do gachas with them. First one. Oh, this is a signed one maybe? Never mind. But yeah, this is her, I guess like her daughter's make collab cafe thing that she did. I think earlier this year. I made a video on it, so if you haven't checked it out and want to know more about it, please do check it out. Number 2. Noel, maybe? Nice. I really like Noel. She's so sweet. Number 3. Red. Marin. Nice. So we got 2 of the 5 members so far. I mean, we won't get all 5 because, you know, I hit 1 on the Ayami Sensei, but yeah, Marin. And just in case like you can't tell, these are not signed, these are printed signs, so yeah. Number 4. It's another pink one, so probably not a Hololive member, but oh, it is a Hololive member. Nice. This is Korone. I can't remember off the top of my head who the other 2 are, but yeah, super adorable. Got our little doggo here. Oh, she could do like a heart. Like that maybe? And lastly, the kinda sus ripped one. Maybe it's a signed one? So we'll see. Pink border. Let me take a look. I can't tell. I don't think it's signed, but maybe. Actually, maybe I'm stupid, but I think they're both signed. Because they're, I guess like the words are like all over the place. They're not in the same location. And you can see like the sign is like a little bit like, you know, different location. They're both the same shikishi, but I try like slanting it to see if it's like, you can see the pen mark, but I guess I'll say they're both signed and I'll do a little bit of research and we'll see what it is. But yeah, all in all, I'm very happy with these polls, and yeah, I wasn't able to get the 2 other Hololive members, but we take the sign any day. So I took a look at the page where she has all the listings of all her stuff when she's like I guess like setting up the booth, and apparently this design is signed. So yeah, these are, I actually got 2 signed ones, which is really nice. And in case you're wondering, the other 2 Hololive members of for the Shikishi, it's Pekora and Choco. Next up, we got Kanzaki Hiro sensei, who is the character designer for Luna. And yeah, his character design is super recognizable. So this book costed me 1,500 yen, and I really like Kanzaki Hiro sensei's art because not only is his character design very iconic, which I also really like, his coloring is actually really simple compared to like the illustrators out there. So you can see like it's very like anime like, the coloring, so it's kind of like, I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's it's like good to learn from, you know, from like the basics, because you don't need to do like layers and layers of glitter and like triple shadow, quad shadow, I don't know, like things like that, right? It's basically just like a base color and then shadow and then maybe like a little bit of like flaring and things like that. But yeah, it's just like really simple coloring, and which I really like. One thing I really like about his Luna art book as well is like he always includes like the little Lunite in any art that he draws for Luna, which is super adorable. He's also got other Hololive members for the art book as well. It's actually quite thick too. But yeah, this one is the one that's for this comic kit, and you can see like it's so adorable. He made a clerk stand for this, but it might have sold out. But you can see like the little Lunite down here building a little snowman. I think the little octopus thing is him, or is it Luna's mascot? I'm not quite sure, but yeah, Luna is so adorable. So next up here we got Kagage sensei, who is the character designer for Rui. Kagage sensei is actually one of my favorite senseis when it comes to learning to draw. He actually does YouTube, but it's all in Japanese, and in my opinion, his content is actually like fantastic information if you want to learn to draw. Though like warning, like his style may be really ruthless for those who don't know him, but you could tell like it comes from a place of love rather than actually like trying to insult people. So he's like very harsh on people. Like when you make a mistake, it's like, wow, why you do this? Why do you do that? It looks like he's like physically broken or something. Things like that. Like really like straightforward. But yeah, I think his way of teaching is actually really nice because he actually explains it really well, like why like you shouldn't do this, but like if you do it this way it looks better because of this and that. And yeah, I think it's just like, for me personally, I really like his content, but I know like he got flamed like a couple months ago or half a year ago maybe because of his way of teaching, and yeah, I guess it's not for everyone. But yeah, if you are interested in learning art, he's definitely one of the resources that I would take a look at, even though it's all in Japanese. And this book costed me 1,000 yen. I really like this piece because I feel like you rarely see Sakamata with Rui. And it's just like super cute. It's like a older sister with a younger sister. Yeah. Hope she has a good life after her graduation. So here I got Nanakagura sensei's book, who's the character designer for Ayame. And I think it's like pretty rare because this is actually like the first time I've seen her in Comiket, I think. I don't think she's been in the past Comiket before, but yeah, I think like one thing special about this book is like it's kind of small. It's this B5 size, so usually it's like A4 or yeah, but it just stood out because it's super small, and I really like the design of the book. I can't show like the inside, but I'll show a page. It kind of gives you like a fashion magazine vibe in a way. But yeah, I think her art is really nice, so that's why I picked up one of her book. And this book costed 1,000 yen. It's got like the movie vibe. Ayame. You gotta love the off-mode Ayame. I think she made goods for this. I'm not sure what it was. Maybe a crook stand, maybe it's like a body pillow sheet thing. But yeah, Sleepy Ayame is super adorable. So as for the Hololive character designer, I got one more here. This is the last one. And this is Tomari Sensei, who is the character designer for Botan. So let me just open this up. My friend really likes Tomari Sensei, and then yeah, because of him, I actually started following Tomari Sensei's art as well. I bought her book last Comiket as well, and yeah, I just really like her art. But yeah, this is the set. It costed 3,000 yen, so it comes with the, I guess like the basic book. You also got a rough book, and this thing here is actually a mouse pad. But I feel like people nowadays don't use like these smaller mouse pad, because you got like the giant ones. But yeah, I'll probably not use this, so yeah, I'll just keep it on the side. Let me just start with the line art book, and I thought this page was super interesting. She drew Uimama. And yeah, fantastic line work. I really like it. Really clean. You could tell like exactly what he's doing with each line. Yeah, I guess bonus Oli. So the meat of the book. Let me just find a page. I'm a huge sucker for the diner outfit, the American diner outfit. It's so cute with, especially Botan. She's usually like the really cool type, but then you know she's always got this little cute side as well, and yeah, it's just super adorable. I'm pretty sure this is like her birthday goods or something. I think she released some sort of American diner thing for her birthday or something, or anniversary or something maybe. But yeah, I remember seeing it, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, the line art book also is just like, I think all the art in this book, but in line form, I guess. But really cute diner Botan. Also, if you didn't notice, I guess like the buns of the burger, it's adorable. So just before I move on to the, I guess like the fan-made site for Hololive, I want to cover the VSPO findings first. And so let's start with this one here. So this is actually the only character designer that I was able to get from VSPO. The others I went to, like Kinako Sensei and I think like Noah's character designer, I forgot her name, but they were like packed. They packed up and pretty much they were leaving when I went there. Because yeah, they sold really well. So I'm very happy for them. So here we have Yu Sensei, and he's the character designer for Ramune or Ramechi in VSPO. I really don't know much about him, but I saw like on his, I guess like promotion for his booth, he has this card thing, which looks really nice. It's like Pokemon cards, but VSPO kind of, without the, I guess like the attacks and all that. But yeah, I think there are 5 cards in here, and it's just these 5 talents here. So aside from the card, the set also comes with the clear file you can see here, as well as the book, and this is 2,000 yen. But you got Meto here, Noah, Nazupi, Tsuna, and Ramechi. So because Yu Sensei is a character designer for Ramechi, I gotta show this little, I guess, Ramechi. I mean, this captures like what kind of person Ramechi is. She's probably like the most energetic person from VSPO, and yeah, I really like her. So next up here we got Okishiro Sensei's book, and this is the 3rd version, as you can see with the 3 here. I did purchase a second version in my previous Comiket video, and yeah, I just really like his art style and his coloring, and especially with it being VSPO, I just gotta give him some love. So this was 500 yen, and it comes with a postcard as well. And yeah, up here is Luna from VSPO. They're technically sisters. Probably my favorite one, Mimi Taya with rabbits. She's like Pecora because they're rabbits, but their personality is like completely different. Yeah, I really like Mimi Taya. She's so cute. So I only got 3 VSPO books this time around, and this is the 3rd one. And yeah, this is a ON book. So it's basically like a support book where you could cheer on VSPO members. And yeah, this was done actually by the staff who's gonna make the anime that's coming up for VSPO, the long form anime. It's not a short form, but I think it's actually like a 12 episode anime. And yeah, hopefully I could get a chance to work on it and help out with the project. But we'll see where it goes. It would be truly an honor to be able to work on things that I actually really like. But yeah, this book was only 500 yen, so it's a very good deal. You get like 20 creators coming together to put this book together. This really caught my eye. This one's so cool. Not a lot of people draw weapons, and yeah, I thought it looked really nice. I'm not sure if this is Uruha or if this is Ren, but I think it's Uruha. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the VSPO part. Let's head back to the Hololive fan creator side. So I'll start off with Anno Sensei's book. I think it's Anno Sensei, but it might be Yasuno Sensei, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's Anno Sensei. And yeah, you might have already seen his art before, because he's actually quite famous in the Hololive circle as well. He did a lot of official art for like many events. I think like the New Year's Miko one from last year as well, he did the art for. He mostly draws Marin fan arts, and he really does it fantastically. I'm like 99% certain he's a former animator that was working in JC staff from the information I saw online or in his profile or something. But yeah, I think he's currently freelance. It's just information I got just from following him on Twitter and all that. But you can see like his art is like super similar to like anime style, and that's because he's an animator. So this book costed me 1,000 yen, and it comes with a clear file bag thing. I noticed like, so this is the clear file actually, and you could actually like rip this off, this handle part off, and then it just becomes a clear file. But I thought it was like a pretty interesting idea to make it a bag so you could carry around Comiket. But yeah, because the title of the book is Pekomari Tete, I think, or just Tete maybe. We got Pekomari Tete here. So here I have my favorite Shion artist's book, and his name is Ao-san. And yeah, he puts insane amount of Shion art pretty much like every time she streams. It's just like random moments in the stream, and yeah, he just captures it with his art, and it's really unique. I don't think a lot of people do this because it takes a lot of time, but he just seems to like be able to pump out these kind of art effortlessly. And yeah, I pretty much just bought everything from his shop. It's not like expensive. So main book here is 500 yen. I think this little Shioko book is 300 yen. Stickers are 100 yen each. And then you also got the key holder of the Shioko for 500 yen. I'm pretty sure he sold everything out by the end of the day, so I'm very happy for him. Stickers, I'll probably just slap it on my luggage. I'll think about what to do with the low acrylic Shioko. So this book is just a bunch of Shioko fan art. He draws a lot of Shioko fan art. I always got to mention this one. This is actually not Shioko, this is the, I think it's either anniversary or birthday plushie from last year, and yeah, he drew this, and because of this art, I bought the plushie. I just thought it was adorable, just like Shion carrying the little Shioko. Super adorable. As for the main book here, let me just find a page. Look at this little Valentine Shion. She's like all shy and all that. So next up we got the Casual Suisei book. And this is done by Kibai Sensei, who I introduced last time in my previous Comiket video as well. I only discovered him in the last Comiket, but I really love his art style, and as well as like drawing, I guess, like Hololive members in casual outfits is exactly like what I really want to draw as well. So it's just like a huge inspiration. If I were to like go to Comiket and, you know, set up booths and all that, I'll probably do like similar theme with like casual outfits, but I also have to think about like, you know, do I even have enough time to draw that many art with my work and all that? But yeah, this was 500 yen, so it's very affordable. I really like this Suisei. Little mokomoko clothing. I guess like it's really similar to what like Japanese girls will wear in winter. For some reason they're crazy, like they wear like short skirts in the winter. Like, what, aren't you cold? Like every time you see them it's like, oh my god, aren't they cold? But yeah, they do that in winter, I don't know why. Maybe it's like fashion or something, but yeah, I guess like they'd rather be cold than, you know, look bad. But yeah, I like this Suisei. Just a couple more things to go through. So we got the legendary, I guess, Nene book. And this was actually done by a lot of creators. So a lot of creators and cosplayers and artists came together and then they put this book into one. So this was a little bit more pricey at 1,000 yen, but it's pretty thick. Also comes with this like Chad looking neko thing. I thought it looked hilarious, so I'll slap it on my fridge. But yeah, bang on in the middle, we got Mountain Cat. It's like Yamaneko or something. But I'm pretty sure she's a Taiwanese artist, and she did do like the past Nene goods, birthday goods as well. And I really love her interpretation of Chibi Nene. It's like so cute. Look at like the little derpy face of Nene. She always draws like the Neko with little blush too, which is adorable. Look at the little CO as well. Nene with her PNG, I guess like PNG thing, PNG car thing. Yeah, I love like her art. But yeah, this is Mountain Cat, and yeah, if you like her art, please do check her out. So next book here I got is a Nenechi focus book, and this is done by Momoshiki Sensei, who also does a lot of official Hololive artwork. So I did already know about her, so I actually like looked for her booth when I went to Comiket this time around. And I guess like the very first impression I had of his or her art is like, it looks very close to the original character design, so it just looks very like authentic, and it looks like it's actually like official goods. So this set here I got is for 2,000 yen, and it comes with a book on the inside, the clear file itself. There's also a clerk key, it's not key holder, a clerk stand, and there's like a little random postcard. I think they have like question mark on the postcard so that you don't know what the design is, but I'm not sure if there are like many designs. But yeah, I just really love the art style. You can see like this Nene acrylic stand. Doesn't it just look like an official goods? Like the art is so similar, it's like, it's fantastic. I love it. But yeah, just flipping through the book, it's just a lot of the past official Hololive related art. So here you got Aqua's, I guess one of her newest single, the one before she graduated, I think. And yeah, it's called Kimiro Princess. I didn't know this was done by her, but yeah, I guess if she puts it in the book, it's done by her. So just 3 more things, and 2 of them are Iroha. And here is actually I guess like a acrylic stand set done by Usushio Sensei with her, yeah. She had a book as well, but it was sold out. Or at least like all the ones that's not sample were sold out. So if I were to pick up the book, it would have to be like the sample book, which I don't really want. You know, it's like all like crumply and all that, so yeah, instead I just picked up an acrylic stand, and I love this casual Iroha outfit. Also comes with this like little social media card, or maybe like Instagram card thing. It's just like a clear card. But yeah, this set was 1,500 yen if I remember correctly. And it's just like a super cute Iroha outfit. She's also got all like 5 of the Hawks members, as well as a few other ones, I think Fuamoko and Toa. But yeah, by the time I got there, like, it's the first time seeing her, or in her booth. I didn't know about her before, so yeah, everything was pretty much sold out, and so that's why I only picked up a and the crook stand here. So here we also got Nanaka Nagomi Sensei's Iroha book, and I did talk about her as well last time, and she's one of the artists I really recommended last Comiket, and that's because like she had like the smallest following for, I guess, like on Twitter. When I went to her booth last time, it was like 1.6k followers in total, which is like really small amount. And yeah, this time I only got a book because actually when I got there, everything was sold out already, or at least like the set, right? So I'm super happy for her, you know, what she's able to accomplish, because people, like, with that little amount of followers, it's kind of rare to see like things getting sold out, unless like she didn't like print a lot. But I believe in her skill, and yeah, I just really like her Iroha art. This book was only 500 yen, and let me see what I can find. I guess like with it being like New Year's, this little pouting or mochi eating Iroha is just super adorable. You also got this, I don't know his name, Goomba? No, Goomba's the Genshin one, right? But you got the little raccoon thing. So there's one last item that I want to show that is something really cool, I think. And I found it just like walking around, and I think this person deserves more eyes on him. And this is by Ume Kichi Sensei, and he's actually not your traditional artist. And yeah, this is his product. So I'm actually not sure what this is even called. Maybe it's like a yarn ball thing, but I asked him and he said he knitted every single one of these. So he has like a lot of these things, and every single one of them is handmade. And so I thought like, wow, like nowadays people don't even, you know, everyone's on their phone, they don't even like knit and all that. So I thought that was like really cool, and yeah, it's a super cool talent. So I actually picked up the Sakamata one because that's the only one that's left that's of my Oshi. And each of them only cost 1,500 yen, which I think it's crazy cheap for considering this is like all hand labor, right? Maybe I'm not like educated on how these things work. Maybe it's super easy to do, maybe it's not, but as an outsider who knows nothing about these things, I thought that was such a good deal. And yeah, considering like the cheap price, I thought this was super worth it. So if you check out his Twitter page, he actually has knitted a lot of the Hololive one, as well as different animes maybe. And yeah, if you're interested, maybe give him a follow and maybe he'll put up another shop next year. But yeah, truly unique product, and I really do hope this person gets more eyes on him. Also, I got this little wooden box from an Origairu thing, and if I put it in here, it looks like Sakamata's having like a little onsen bath. I'll probably just leave this on my desk like this. And that's pretty much everything I got this time. Thank you all for watching, and you can tell like this time around I have a lot less stuff that I bought compared to the last Comiket, but at the same time I'm very happy about like what I picked up. So after last Comiket, I realized like I would love to support a lot of the artists, but I found myself like having nowhere to put all the books that I bought. And yeah, I just gotta be more conservative and have a little more self-control this time around. That's why like I didn't buy as many stuff there. If you found any of the artists interesting, I would definitely give them a follow on X to show them some love. I'm sure any love they'll appreciate. But yeah, if you enjoy these kind of content, I do Hololive and VTuber related videos on this channel. Could be like goods unboxing, event vlogs, or other event overviews. And if you have any interest in any of those, I greatly appreciate your support if you can hit the subscribe button. I have a playlist for all these things on my channel, so feel free to check out whichever video that interests you. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.